Hi, everybody, and welcome to Lake Harriet Spiritual Community Sunday service. I'm Carol Lovelee, and I'm here this morning with this beautiful spring day with...
My name is Birgit. I'm also in the community, and we're going to present something for you that you hopefully enjoy.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm an intuitive energy therapist, and I also facilitate teaching classes, some at Lake Harriet and some in my private practice. And if you would like to find any more about me, you can find me at carollovelee.com. And back to you.
And back to me. So I found my calling really being a healer and helping people to guide people through their journey, finding maybe a deeper connection to their bodies and to their souls, to their spirits. So I'm also working with energy medicine, and my website is bkhealingartsmn.com.
Great.
Back to you, Carol.
Okay. So our topic this morning is energetic uplift, and we're going to be providing some really wonderful opportunities between the two of us this morning for you to uplift your body, your mind, your spirit, to really bring new, fresh, vibrant energy into your energetic field. And so we decided that it might be best, so that we're not going back and forth a lot, that I'm going to spend the first part of our time together showing you some amazing tips and tools and guiding you through some things. And then halfway through, I'm going to flip it over to Birgit, and she's going to do the same thing for the second half. And we'll come back together at the end and just kind of, say our goodbyes together. So with no further ado, I'm going to push a few buttons and get that set up for the first part here.
Push the right buttons.
I'm going to try. You'll have to forgive us because, this is new technology for us as it is for you. Okay, so there we go. So let's take a breath. I'm going to take a breath because it takes us a little bit to get all this going. Birgit, you want to might mute yourself, or you can keep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, perfect. If she stayed unmuted, then she was going to be in the recording for you. So, we kind of find ourselves in these kind of unprecedented, crazy times, and there's lots of things going on. Sorry, every time somebody comes in and puts their video on, I have to go take them off. And that's just going to be distracting for you and me, but I have no idea how to get that to stop. So here we are in these unprecedented times, and, we have this mass, but, there's a lot of anxiety and challenging things going on, but we also have this mass awakening that's happening on the planet. So just yesterday, there was an opportunity for 1 million people was what we were shooting for, to have 1 million people around the planet to come together and meditate at the same time for during this 4-4-4 of yesterday. So it was 4-20-20. So it actually was 4-4-4-4, but it was a huge vortex of energy to bring more love onto the planet. So there was a big effort to get at least 1 million people meditating at the same time. So we have both things going on at the same time. So we have this opportunity to either feed and be in this more fear and immense anxiety that people are feeling, or we can also take this time for some inner cleansing and introspection and a much more gratitude in our lives and in our hearts. So this morning together, we're going to choose faith and love, and we're going to help to melt away some of that overwhelm and take some moments to love ourselves and our planet and shine some more love and light out into the world together. So let's start that by clearing away some of the debris. So this is a technique that I learned lots and lots and lots of years ago, and it is so easy. But during our day, we often are collecting debris, energy from other people, energy from the planet around us. We go to the grocery store, or maybe the gas pump. These days we're not going that many places, but we're still energetically taking on energy, even if it's from your newscast or from the other people that you're in your home with right now. So anyways, this is called dusting, and it really just helps to clear out some of the debris. So in your field, so you just rub your hands together, and our hands are like little electromagnetic force fields. So once you rub them together, they may start feeling a little warm. You're just going to start dusting in your field. And I always start at the top and kind of push that energy down. And I'm just using my hands and my fingers to kind of dust through the field, the energy field, and clear out any debris that's not mine, stuff that's just sitting there waiting to go, all that energy of, do we have this technology set up right for this morning? We're just going to let all that go, and we're going to push that either down to the earth so it can be used as fertilizer. If you feel like your hands are getting heavy or too hot, you can come back and rub them off, shake them off. Sometimes I blow the energy up to the heavens. So all good ways to kind of clear your hands. You can be in close, or you can come out a little bit farther. So again, we're going to clear out some of this stuff to make room to bring in some more love and joy energies. So that's called dusting. And you can do that anytime. You could do that several times a day, and it'll just help to keep your field more vibrant and healthy. So another thing that we can do, and I've shown this one before, but it'll be on the video for you so that you'll have it, because sometimes it's confusing to people. What exactly is a Celtic weave? So the reason we do a Celtic weave is because our edge of our aura that's way out here around us, because we have physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual energies around us, it makes up our whole entire being. We aren't just a physical body. So our aura is all of that, and it has an outer edge to it, and we need to keep all of that as big and vibrant as we can. Especially important right now. So a Celtic weave. Again, I'm going to stand up so you can see me. I think I'm going to adjust this just a little bit so you can. Okay. So for a Celtic weave, you would rub your hands together again, and you're going to place them on your thighs this time. You're going to take a couple of deep breaths, and you're going to breathe down into your body. So in through your nose, out through your mouth. I like to have a sound on the out breath, because sound is all about vibration. And on that out breath, you're pushing out anxieties and challenges in your day. So in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just a couple of deep breaths. One more. Perfect. And then you're going to take your hands and rub them together again. And you're going to put them like little cups up on the side of your ears. And you're going to take a deep breath in and out. And maybe one more. When you have your hands up around your ears, they're kind of around that triple warmer line, which is that meridian in your body, which is all about fight, flight, and freeze. So now watch what I do, and then I'll come back and do it with you. So you're going to take a deep breath, and while you're holding that breath, you're going to bring your elbows together and your arms are going to cross over. And then when you let go of your breath, you're going to really push that air out into your aura, and you're actually going to push it out with your arms too. Okay, so we were here. So we're going to take our arms, we're going to bring them together, and we're going to that energy out into your aura. We're going to do that around the waist. So arms are out, you can bring them across them over. Take that breath and let it go. Take another deep breath, and we're going to do it around the knees. And from down here, you're going to scoop up all that goodness, and you're going to toss it over your back, and you're going to jiggle it down just because I like to jiggle. How's that? So that's a Celtic weave. And what that does is it helps to get your aura way out there, really, really strong. And it also helps to attach it really tight to your body if that's something that you need. So moving on. So another way that we can really help to calm ourselves. So first we have to calm a little bit before we can bring in the juice, right? The good stuff. Because if we've got all of that fear and that anxiety in our field and in our body, it's really hard to have room and space to turn on and bring in the peace, the calm, and the love. So one way that we can really calm is to put your fingers right here in the middle of your forehead. So it's about 1 inch apart, and hold that. So you can hold these for like 3 to 5 minutes. These are called your oh my God points. And I just kind of close my eyes because it's relaxing. And you can hold these, like I said, for 3 or 5 minutes. If you can feel pulses under your fingertips, you want to stay there until both sides are kind of even. We're just going to stay here for just a minute or so. And of course, you want to continue to breathe while you're holding these points. And without really shifting too much, another hold that we can do is to just take your palm of your hand and put it over your forehead. And you're going to take your other hand and put it way back here at the bottom of your head. And again, you can hold this for 3 to 5 to 6 to however many minutes. So now we're really on those oh my God or triple warmer points on the forehead, but we've also included hypothalamus, which is the primitive part of the brain, which is triple warmer's boss. So again, we're going to keep our eyes closed here and just breathe and relax into this. I like to do this one a lot when I'm laying down because my elbows are a little bit more supported, but you can sit, you can lay, Brigette's over there standing. So anyway, it's still going to bring the energy down. And again, we're starting to bring down the anxiety and the fight, flight, and freeze energy in the body with these. And just breathe. Perfect. So I know I'm kind of moving through these, but I want to give you a whole lot of different ones, and you can come back and look at the video and do them for longer. So again, when we're really anxious and we're in that fight, flight, and freeze, and there's a lot of fear in our body, it affects our immune system. So one of the ways that we can increase the energy in our body and our immune system is to tap right here on your breastbone and tap on the top of your head at the same time. So this is your thymus. So sometimes, you know, I just kind of, you know, we're the only two-leggeds, right? The apes and the monkeys and everybody go like this, you know, they pound on, you know, this chest bone, like, you know, Tarzan, if anybody remembers Tarzan, was always before he went off to battle. So it brings up some really good energy, but it also helps with the immune system. So you can tap here and tap on the top of your head at the same time to bring in some really good energy into thymus and awaken and get that immune system going. Because right now we're really needing a really strong immune system. So, and you can also just, again, you know, tap on the thymus itself, but it adds a little more juice if you're tapping at the top. Right in the top of our head, we have a neurovascular point that really helps us send energy out through all the meridians and many of the energy systems, but it's also working with something called the neurovasculars. So we've got the neuro part, so it's kind of going into the brain, and then we have the vascular part, which is the heart, and it starts sending it all over the body. So tapping on the top of your head sends all this great connected, beautiful energy all around the body. So that's to help bring up that immune system. So here's a couple of really fun ones that help to increase your joy energies. Remember, we were going to bring in some joy energies today, get your good juices going. So with your joy energies, we're raising those serotonin and dopamine hormone levels in the body. So the dopamine is about the happiness, and the serotonin regulates your moods. So, you know, people who are depressed have a really low serotonin level. So these next two taps that I'm going to show you are really useful to increase your joy levels and bring in more balance with your hormonal levels. So the first one is, and these are kind of fun, different, okay? They're gonna look really fun on the video, but we're gonna tap, the first one, we're gonna tap between your eyebrows, and you're gonna tap on the top of your head, and here's the fun part, that's gonna look really cute on the video, is you're gonna blink at the same time. So it's not one blink, it's blink. You with me on this? Okay, so we're gonna be on the top of your head and right between your eyebrows, and we're gonna tap and blink. Keep blinking. I know. It kind of takes a lot of coordination, right? And you guys aren't on the video. You're just, you know, at home doing it in your pajamas. How fun is that? Okay, so that's one of them. And the second one is we're going to change one thing, and we're going to tap right here in the middle of your chin, right here, the middle of your chin, top of your head, and we're going to go back to blinking. The blinking part's the hard part for me. I'm used to tapping. So that brings up and balances out those hormones for bringing more joy into your body. That's a really good one for you to use. So I've shown you several different things there that, again, come back to the video, and you can do any of those for longer periods of time. But I wanted to give you as much juice and as many different things as I could. I'm also on Tuesday at Lake Harriet through Zoom. I'm doing a meditation where I'll go much deeper into some of these, into some of the quantum energies, and really how to tap into some of the higher frequencies that are coming into the planet right now. And on Thursday, I'm doing an energy medicine class. So those are both at 7, and they're on the meetup page for Lake Harriet, and they're also on my website. So you have to, because it's Zoom and we're not going to be there in person, you have to sign up and register and pay for that class, and then you get the information to come into Zoom. It's the only way we can kind of set up these classes at this time. So bear with us, but join me there if you want many more tips and want to go deeper into a really amazing meditation on Tuesday. So for right now, I'd like us to, you know, we have all of these very high vibrational places around the planet, and we've heard of many of them for years, like Stonehenge and Mount Shasta and Machu Picchu, and you know, parts of Hawaii like Maui, and you know, the pyramids. There's just many of them around the planet. I'm blanking at the moment. But for today, one of the ways we can kind of ground ourselves is to just kind of close our eyes for a moment. So we're going to close our eyes for a moment, and we're going to visualize let's just pick Mount Shasta, because it's a beautiful spring day out here, and we're going to go to a meadow that's kind of halfway up on Mount Shasta. So just kind of visualize along with me that you are putting yourself in this really high vibrational energy. So again, it's a really amazing way to ground, but we could visualize being anywhere, but wouldn't it be really fun to just visualize being in one of these places for a few minutes together with that already has a very high vibrational energy on the planet. So let's close our eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. Again, I do in through my nose and out through my mouth. And you can sit, you can lay down. And just visualize yourself being there with everybody on the call and everybody who will come to the call and listen to it later. All of the beautiful, amazing people from Lake Harriet. Feel the breeze on your face, the sun, hear the wind, the birds, and just sink. What I'm really wanting us to do is sink into the earth. Just really become one with the earth in this really high vibrational energy. Just let the earth help you to melt away your worries, your anxieties. Just give them over. Just relax, embrace. You can call in your angels, your archangels, your ascended masters, your team. I call on my team of energies to be there in this beautiful place with you. Take all that energy into your heart. And as you're staying there, I'm going to just tell you about one more thing. So I've learned quite recently that there's a frequency of 1,254,000 hertz that will disable the capsid of any virus. So the capsid is like a turtle shell that sort of keeps the virus unseen and safe, and you can't kill the virus with capsid there. So this frequency of 1,254,000 hertz, which is not harmful to humans at all, is able to disable that capsid around the virus. So let's just ask all the plants, the trees, the grass, the air, all of nature, and us. Just ask with your intention, your pure intention for your heart, that they start vibrating this very high frequency out into the air, out around the world. Let's just hold that as a vision, that this very high hertz energy is going out around the world and it's helping to kill, disable is a better word, so sorry, disable that capsid. And just, let's do our part here for a moment, because we are very powerful when we come together. And let's also ask all of the energy in your home, all of the cells in your home and all the cells on your property where you live, to be vibrating at that very, very high frequency. All of the cells in the area around you and you are just going to vibrate across the earth and in this area where you already live. And anything that comes into your property, into your home, has to get through that frequency. So again, we're not setting up a wall, we're just setting up a frequency or a vibration that's just going to be there to assist you and all these other wonderful beings and energies around the planet by filling it with this vibration this morning. So take a moment, put your hands on your heart, take another breath in. Feel that beautiful calm. And I know I went through that really, really fast. But again, I just wanted to give you as many fun tools as I could this morning to really raise your vibration. And now I am going to, while you're breathing into that, do the technology part to bring your cat back on. I have to do this first. And then I have to Birgit, why are you not coming up? Birgit, maybe you could oh, I'll do it. Birgit, your video is off. And I think I'm having trouble getting yours back on. We have lost Birgit. I don't know where she is. It looks like she's here, but I can't find her. She went away. Maybe she's going to come back in. That's what I'm going to hope for. If anybody out there who's listening to me has Jan's text, could you text her what the password was to get in? I just saw that pop up on my screen that she is looking for that. Oh. We can only hope that Birgit comes back. If she doesn't, I'll just have to entertain you with some more yummy, good, fun things. But yeah, she's gone on entirely now. Ella wants to know Jan who? Jan from Lake Harriet, you know, meeting Jan. That Jan right there. All right, I don't know where Birgit went. And it's hard for me to go on and do things with you and look for her to come back at the same time. Technology is so wonderful. We're doing the best we can here. I'm gonna turn my phone back on in case Birgit is trying to call me. I turned it off so we wouldn't have any noise from it. Hi, everybody. There's some really fun people on this call with y'all, even though you can't see them, who they are. I do see a list of your names. My phone's still trying to come back up. I have a very old phone. It's very reliable, but very old. What else could I show you this morning that might be very, very useful? Sorry. Oh, her internet went down. Well, now there's not much I can do about that. So I will go on and show you a few more things, because if her internet is down, she could call in, but then you just hear her. Let me just let her know that we know that her internet is down. I'm going to put that down for a minute. Okay, so what other fun things could we do this morning? I would have kept us out there in that meadow, meditating a little longer, but I wanted to get us back for what she was going to be showing us. Okay, so, okay, here's one. So we talked about the outer protective system of being your aura. And so your inner protective system is on your central meridian. So your central meridian starts at your pubic bone, comes right up the front of your body, and ends right here at your bottom of your bottom lip. So your central meridian is more of a hypnotic meridian. So it's where all of the energies from other people out there in the world can come directly into your unconscious or subconscious mind. So we really don't want that. So, you know, when I have people here with me and I can energy test, I can show you about this. So you're just gonna have to go out there on a limb and believe me. But on the central meridian, a way to have your inner protective system as strong as your outer protective system of that aura is to bring your hand out in your field, just right up that whole entire meridian like this. So you're zipping it up, it's called zipping up. And when you get it to your bottom lip, you lock it in and you put that key someplace that nobody knows where it is. Of course, I always tuck mine there. So if you're ever looking for it, just kidding, I'll have to start tucking it somewhere else. So that very simple movement is called a zip up, and it helps to get that energy of in here, your inner subconscious mind, very, very protected. So that's as important as having your aura out there good and strong. To me, it's kind of like putting on your clothes before you go out into the world in the morning to do your Celtic weave and then zip up and lock that in for the day, because it's very easy to bring the energy on that central meridian down. Another thing that really brings a level of anxiety down for people is to do something called a Wayne Cook. So there was a gentleman by the name of Wayne Cook who was a bioenergetic person way back when. This has been around for a really long time. And the Wayne Cook is very, very good for connecting the right and the left sides of the brains. You only have one brain. Another thing that's really good to connect the right and the left side of the brain that's really easy is to just do figure eights like this. So why don't we do this before we do that? So figure eights just around your eyes helps to strengthen your eyes, believe it or not. And it also helps to connect both sides of the brain together and get them to calm down and work together. Or if one is working more than the other, it just brings them kind of more into balance. So the other thing, I call eights the magical eights. So You can either stand up with me or you can sit, it doesn't matter. So our body is this big Celtic weave of energy, and in it there are thousands and thousands of eights. So another way to really strengthen your energy and to calm yourself is just to do eights all over the place. So we kind of, you know, dance with some figure eights, you know, up and down the sides of your body, in front of your body, over your head, around your back, just making figure eights, big ones, small ones. I teach people if they have a hole in their aura, they have to sew it back together with figure eights. But figure eights all over the body. So figure eights. The third person on this call with us to do that part of the technology while we were doing the teaching. Again, we're learning, bear with us. So another really fun thing that really can bring in some joy energy, because remember that's what we were working on this morning, was to do hearts. So we're just going to start with baby hearts up around our face. So we're going to start at our chin, go up the middle of your face and come around in a heart. So we're just using your hands again. Remember your hands are electromagnetic. So we're just going to make some really small hearts around your face. And you can breathe, you know, obviously breathe in and breathe out. Now we're going to get those hearts bigger around your chest, down to the pubic bone and up again. And one more time, we're going to make them bigger. And we're going to bring them all the way to, up the body. So we're going to go all the way down to the feet, and we're going to come up the central line like that. And we're going to bring our hearts out around the edge of the body and back up again. Beautiful. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So the other one I was going to show you a minute ago before I did my eights and my hearts, you have to just bear with my mind as it's coming up with these things, is how to do the Wayne Cook. So remember, he was the feedback person way long ago. I'm hoping that this camera will be able to help you. There we go. That might be good. So you do this by putting your foot on your knee. So it doesn't matter which side you start with one side or the other, and it's obviously you're going to be sitting, and you're going to take the hand of whichever leg your foot is resting on, and you're going to put this hand around the ankle, and you're going to take this hand and bring it around the bottom of the foot. So you know you're in this position, this right position with your hands, if they're crossing over. So if this hand is crossing over, you got it right. So while we're doing this, you're gonna again breathe. So when you breathe in, you're gonna pull and rock back just a little bit. And when you breathe out, you're gonna come forward. And when you breathe in, you're gonna rock back. And when you breathe out, you're gonna go forward. So let's do this together. And if you can't get your foot up onto your knee, I'm going to show you something when I get everybody doing this one that you can do that's kind of an alternative way of doing this. And what does this do? So this actually has been very, very good for calming the mind. Again, getting the right and the left side of the brain going together. And it's also helped a lot of people with dyslexia to get better and better and better and have less and less and less dyslexia. This is how powerful this really technique is that helps to, again, bring your right and your left sides of your brains together and brain together. So just rocking back and forth. So obviously, I'm going to show the alternative one after I get everybody set up on this side. So this side is the same. You're going to take this hand, the one with the leg is resting on, and put it around your ankle. You're going to take this one and bring it around the bottom of your foot, and you're going to breathe in and out and rock back and forth. And while you're doing that, I'm going to show anybody who isn't able to get this for whatever reason, because there are a lot of people like that. A lot of times in a nursing home, I show this one. I don't know if I can get it all on my camera. Okay, my rolling tool. I'm going all the way across my living room. So you take your feet and you cross them, okay? And then you take your hands and you put them together like this. So put your backs of your hands like this, and then just, and then hang on to them and bring them up like this. And then you do the same breathing. And after you've breathed like that for a couple of times, you switch your feet over, cross them the other way. This part doesn't matter so much, and then you breathe some more. So everybody else has still got their leg up there, and they're breathing, and you're doing this one. So go ahead and do that for a couple more breaths. And then when we're done breathing and rocking, you're going to take your thumbs, you're going to put them in the middle of your forehead, and your fingers are going to be together, and we're just going to breathe. Perfect. So again, that is called a Wayne Cook. And if you know anybody who has any dyslexia, you might want to show them that one because it's really, really powerful. But it also helps us to calm. So sometimes before I'm going to do something like this, I might do a Wayne Cook if I feel a little scattered. Okay? So I think I'm going into doing a meditation together right now. And bringing in some really beautiful energies for us to kind of set, you know, the rest of our day. I know we did a short one before, but let's just end with bringing our community together, before I start that, somebody is not on mute, and you should have no idea how this is happening. Whoever's called in on a phone, there's only one person who called in on a phone, and you are the one who's not. There, now you are. It's just, it has a distracting sound for everybody when they're trying to listen to the recording. So that's all fixed. Note to self. I wish Brigette's thing had come back on so she could have joined us again, because she had some really amazing things. So we'll have to have her back on a different Sunday. Let's do a meditation together, a short one, but it'll be fun. Okay, so if you're sitting cross-legged, that's fine. Just put your roots down from the base. If you're sitting in a chair though, uncross your feet. And we're going to start by calling in everybody's energies. So we're going to call on your high self, your innate wisdom, your soul, the creator energies within you, your guardians, your ancestors, all the beings of the highest love and light. Your team, your multidimensional team, all of our teams. And we're going to start by putting our roots down into the earth, in the beautiful, beautiful earth. So feel your roots going out through either your base chakra, through your pelvic area, or through your roots or your feet, or both. But just like an oak tree, your roots are going down all the way to the core of the earth, all the way into that green crystalline energy at the core of the earth. Perfect. Feel that groundedness. And because you have those roots down at the core of the earth, we're going to start bringing up a very green, crystalline, beautiful, beautiful energy, a gift from the earth this morning. Coming up through your roots and into your being. It's going to fill your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies or energy fields. Very, very easily. It's going to come in through the bottom of your feet, up your legs, up into that pelvic area, all the way up through the trunk of your body, filling and surrounding all those beautiful organs. Coming up through your hands, your arms, into your shoulders, up through your neck, all the way up through your whole entire head, and up into the heavens. And I'm beginning to see us in a circle, and I'm seeing that we're all starting to be surrounded by this beautiful white light that's encircling everyone. So just kind of visualize yourself in a very spectacular white light energy circling around you. Great. Now there's a bigger circle that's circling all of us as we're bringing together our collective energies this morning. We've all been missing going to Lake Harriet Spiritual Community together. So let's bring those energies together for us this morning. Just basking in these beautiful energies. I feel like there's some golden energy, that golden honey energy that I see a lot and work with a lot, that's coming in and filling up everybody's hearts. So let it just come into your heart and calm your whole being by just coming through your whole entire being. But it's also just really building and enhancing and enlivening everybody's heart energy this morning. Remember that we are the beacons. Those of us who have chosen a spiritual direction, a spiritual path, who are the seekers, we're also the lighthouses, and we're needed here more now than ever as we find ourselves in this challenging dilemma that is worldwide. It's affecting everyone on all levels. So we are the lighthouses. So let's take a moment this morning and be the lighthouses for ourselves and for everyone else around the planet. Let's just build that gold love energy. And we're going to start sending that gold energy out around the world, out around all of our community first, like Harriet community. Bring all your family and your friends into the circle with us. Sending that gold energy to them. Many of us have family living all over this planet. Many of us are being separated and away from our family and our friends, and let's just bring them all into the circle this morning. There is no such thing as time and space. Send all of your loved ones beautiful, beautiful healing energy. Let's send that out bigger and bigger to our whole communities, wherever you live, your communities, to the state, to all the states, all around the world. We're going to send that beautiful golden energy. To me, the golden energy is a very high 12th dimensional energy, full of so much yumminess and goodness and love. So let that, bring that into every cell, every molecule, every space in between, and send it out to the same, until our whole planet this morning is bathed in golden energy. And let's connect with all of those millions of people who are meditating. For us, it was 9:45 last night. That was really powerful. But let's connect with that energy and the energy of all the other people and all the other circles this morning, all the other communities who have come together in prayer, in love, in communion, in light. We're powerful, powerful when we come together. So we're going
that we need to self-harm ourselves for the sin we have.
perfect. Bring that into your heart. Place your hands on your heart. Take a couple of breaths into your heart. And again, one more time, let's tap on the top of our head and just integrate that all into our being. Take a deep breath. Bring your awareness back into your body. Maybe wiggle your fingers, your toes. So again, I want to thank everybody for showing up at Lake Harriet this morning through our virtual Zoom. And I apologize for all of the technical challenges, because we did have a few, but we're here together and that's all that counts. So thank you for showing up. And I thank all of those who will watch this later for bringing your energies into our community. If you would, like to donate, I know we pass the basket and we do the blessings, you know, at this point in our time together. If you'd like to donate, there is a button at lakeharriet.org on the homepage, down toward the bottom, to donate. So if you'd like to donate toward this morning's service, we would really appreciate it, because as you know, like all the other organizations, you know, we just haven't had the funds coming in that we normally would have coming in. So that would be very, very helpful, and we'd really appreciate that if you could give whatever you could give this morning. And again, I have Brigitte has a class. Hopefully her internet will be back up and going, but she has a class at 5 today. And then I have my meditation, because I'm on for Tuesday meditation this week, on Tuesday at 7. And then again on Thursday, I have energy medicine. I believe Lori Wandera is not this next Sunday, which is Easter, but the Sunday after, and she's going to do a Zoom call. So please join her. I think this Friday she's doing a drumming, which is also going to be a Zoom call. I heard about that. So you can go to lakeharriet.org and click on the calendar, and it will take you over to Meetup. We keep our calendar on Meetup, and you will see all of the events that are coming up for Lake Harriet for this month. And please bear with us and come to everything that you can, and keep learning and keep everybody in your hearts. So I'm going to stop the recording, and then I'm going to unmute everybody so you can say hello to each other. So let me get the recording stopped first.